Welcome to Project Arrowhead, July 23rd, 2019. I am your host, Jim Sakowitz, joined by James Patrick O'Grady. Welcome to the show. And, don't forget that...
I can't hear you on the mic.
You can't hear me.
Can't hear you.
Can't hear me.
I can hear the music, but I can't hear you, Jim.
Oh,
and I can't hear myself. Can you hear me?
Well, don't forget, I can hear you. That Project Arrow is brought to you by the Mohegan Sun's #1 nightlife spot, the Lansdowne Pub, located at the beautiful Mohegan Sun Casino in Uncasville, Connecticut. Great entertainment, daily specials, and more. Entertainment starts on Thursdays with karaoke from 9:30 to 12 with James Patrick O'Grady. Friday, we have an acoustical act from 6 to 9 with Eric Paquette. Saturday night from 10 to 1, it'll be Pandemonium. And then Sundays, every Sunday at 1 o'clock, traditional Irish music with Steve Cleary. That is the Lansdowne Pub, located in the beautiful Mohegan Sun. So, we've got a little bit of breaking news. But, hey, will you two knock it off? Can't wait to see either one of you next week. You know, whatever. Got a little bit of breaking news. But before we go into the breaking news...
Dun, dun.
Dum, dum. I don't know what the hell just happened. But... Okay.
Wave at the camera.
Wave at the camera.
And it just disappeared. Ooh. Is that you messing with the computer or is that him messing with the computer?
I don't know what's going on.
Who opened up that? Was that you or him?
I don't know.
Oh, goodness. This is like our first day here, apparently. It's like our first day every show.
Trish says, make me. No, I ain't making nobody.
What are we making her do?
I'm not making anybody do anything.
What do you want to be made to do? I don't know what that even... What? How did that even come up?
I don't know.
Is that like a secret thing between you, Jim, and Trish?
No. Can't wait to see you too, Jim. You were never forgotten. That's great. I'm glad because I'll be there.
Yeah?
I will definitely be there.
Was Sarah tuned in over there?
Sarah's listening. Yep.
Thank you, Sarah, for helping us a couple weeks ago.
Lina's watching.
She helped us with the Thames Street Family Fun Festival. That event, it actually turned out really, really, really good. And I got a lot of cool stuff coming up with the city after that event. So
Sarah,
stay tuned for that.
Sarah, thank you so much for helping him out.
Yeah, I've never even met her before. So thank you, Sarah. And you actually did a great job, and it was good. It was a good turnout. Definitely helped us with all the other volunteers that we had. What are you looking up over there? Is that the breaking news?
Well, yeah, it goes hand in hand with the breaking news. All right.
Maybe you should have opened up the video before.
Yeah, we're gonna. Yeah, I tried. All right, gonna play this first. All right, can you guys hear this?
Behind me, a filled room of 9/11 first responders. And in front of me, a nearly empty Congress. Sick and dying, they brought themselves down here to speak to no one. It's shameful. It's an embarrassment to the country, and it is a stain on this institution. And you should be ashamed of yourselves for those that aren't here, but you won't be. Because accountability doesn't appear to be something that occurs in this chamber. We don't want to be here. Lou doesn't want to be here. None of these people want to be here. But they are, and they're not here for themselves. They're here to continue fighting for what's right. Lou's going to go back for his 69th chemo. The great Ray Pfeiffer would come down here, his body riddled with cancer and pain, where he couldn't walk. And the disrespect shown to him and to the other lobbyists on this bill is utterly unacceptable. You know, I would be so angry at the latest injustice that's done to these men and women. And, you know, another business card thrown our way as a way of shooing us away, like children trick-or-treating, rather than the heroes that they are and will always be. Ray would say, calm down, Johnny, calm down. I got all the cards I need. And he would tap his pocket. Where he kept the prayer cards. 343 firefighters. The official FDNY response time to 9/11 was 5 seconds. 5 seconds. That's how long it took for FDNY, for NYPD, for Port Authority, for EMS to respond to an urgent need from the public. 5 seconds. Hundreds died in an instant. Thousands more poured in to continue to fight for their brothers and sisters. The breathing problem started almost immediately, and they were told they weren't sick, they were crazy. And then, as the illnesses got worse and things became more apparent, well, okay, you're sick, but it's not from the pile. And then, when the science became irrefutable, okay, it's the pile. But this is a New York issue. I don't know if we have the money. And I'm sorry if I sound angry and undiplomatic, but I'm angry. And you should be too, and they're all angry as well. And they have every justification to be that way. There is not a person here, there is not an empty chair on that stage that didn't tweet out, never forget the heroes of 9/11. Never forget their bravery. Never forget what they did, what they gave to this country. Well, here they are. And where are they? And it would be one thing if their callous indifference and rank hypocrisy were benign, but it's not. Your indifference cost these men and women their most valuable commodity, time. It's the one thing they're running out of. This should be flipped. This hearing should be flipped. These men and women should be up on that stage, and Congress should be down here answering their questions as to why this is so damn hard and takes so damn long. And why, no matter what they get, something's always pulled back, and they got to come back. Mr. Johnson, you made a point earlier, and it was one that we have heard over and over again in these halls, and I couldn't help but to answer to it, which was, you said, look, you know, you guys are obviously heroes, and 9/11 was a big deal, but, you know, we have a lot of stuff here to do, and, you know, we got to make sure there's money for a variety of disasters, hurricanes and tornadoes, but this wasn't a hurricane, and this wasn't a tornado, and by the way, that's your job anyway. We can't fund these programs, you can. Setting aside that no American in this country should face financial ruin because of a health issue, Certainly 9/11 first responders shouldn't have to decide whether to live or to have a place to live. And the idea that you can only give them 5 more years of the VCF because you're not quite sure what's going to happen 5 years from now, well, I can tell you, I'm pretty sure what's going to happen 5 years from now. More of these men and women are going to get sick and they are going to die. And I am awfully tired of hearing that it's a 9/11 New York issue. Al-Qaeda didn't shout death to Tribeca. They attacked America, and these men and women and their response to it is what brought our country back. It's what gave a reeling nation a solid foundation to stand back upon, to remind us of why this country is great, of why this country is worth fighting for. And you are ignoring them. And you can end it tomorrow. Why this bill isn't unanimous consent and a standalone issue is beyond my comprehension. And I have yet to hear a reasonable explanation for why. It'll get stuck in some transportation bill or some appropriations bill and get sent over to the Senate, where a certain someone from the Senate will use it as a political football to get themselves maybe another new import tax on petroleum, because that's what happened to us in 2015. And we won't allow it to happen again. Thank God for people like John Field. Thank God for people like Ray Pfeiffer. Thank God for all of these people who will not let it happen. They responded in 5 seconds. They did their jobs with courage, grace, tenacity, humility. 18 years later, do yours. Thank you.
Jon Stewart is amazing. Absolutely amazing. Now, with that being said, it is my pleasure to announce that as of this afternoon, Congress has passed the 9/11 bill. So these brave men and women who rushed into the World Trade Centers, or what was left of the World Trade Centers, the pile as they called it, they will now have money, endless money, for the rest of their lives. They will never have to worry about this again. So hats off to Jon Stewart. It's an indefinite approval, and it's sad that it took this long. It would have been nice if Ray Pfeiffer was still around to see it. In a way, I think he was. He was still watching, and Sergeant Alvarez, rest in peace. He was there in the video fighting for this bill. Unfortunately, he also passed before he had a chance to see it come to fruition. But it has come to fruition, and these men and women are finally getting the money, the health care, and the recognition that they deserve. So I'm not going to thank Congress because it's pretty shitty that Congress's hand had to have been forced. 200 people have died since Ground Zero. I'm not talking about the ones that died that day, but 200 from Port Authority NYPD, FDNY have passed from cancer related to their efforts at 9/11. And it is great that they are now finally being taken care of. Took long enough. It should have never come to this. It really should not have come to this. These are the elected officials that we put in there, and they are too worried about everything else. And just glad that it's finally, I don't know what that's all about, finally being taken care of.
Got a caller.
Oh, we have a caller. Caller, you're on the air. Caller, you're on.
They hung up.
Okay, I guess we don't have a caller. Okay.
Okay. Sounded like a car horn. They just like blew off on that. You heard that?
Sure. So, that's the good news. How about this heat wave?
Yeah.
Holy crap. I love heat, but come on, man.
It was horrible. It was pretty bad. I tried not staying at my house because the building that I live in and own, I'm on the top floor and my bedroom is actually a loft.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm never even home anyways. I'm usually just out working and stuff. But when I do go home, I go to sleep. And occasionally I watch a couple hours of TV.
Mm-hmm.
But it was so hot in there that like I tried avoiding my house as much as possible. And it was just so miserable. And I had the air conditioners on all day, and it was still, all the heat was getting trapped up there. And I haven't even slept. Like last night I slept like 3 hours, and then I stayed up all night just laying in bed trying to sleep. Pretty miserable.
I couldn't stay in the air conditioning because you come into the air conditioning, and then when you went outside, it was like twice as bad.
Yeah. No, it was. I had events all weekend, so I was outside the whole time. And it sucked.
You know that old saying, it was hot enough to fry an egg?
Yeah.
I tried it.
Did you?
I tried it.
Did it work?
Yeah, not fully. But yeah, the egg started frying. I was like, damn, that is definitely hot.
Yeah, it was pretty hot out there. I had the water boiling in my car when I went to my car. I have a jug of water and it was actually boiling a little bit. It was pretty intense. My car said like 102 when I went into it. I don't have AC in my car either.
Ugh.
So, yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Well, hopefully that's the last big heat wave we see, because that was just insane.
Yeah, no, I'm ready for winter, but I know we have to go to fall first, but I'm ready for that. I'm ready for some cool weather and actually be able to enjoy yourself outside instead of burning alive and
Dude, I hate
sweating.
winter. I absolutely hate winter.
I went swimming. We went swimming on Sunday. The water was it was just like a bath water. And then
did you go to the pool or did you go to the beach?
Pool.
Pool?
Yeah, the beach probably would have been a lot better, but we didn't. We just went to a pool. So
yeah.
I haven't been to the beach yet, swimming yet this year. Still got some time though. I don't know. Summer's going by pretty quick. We're almost in August in a couple weeks.
Yeah, I know.
It's insane.
It's ridiculous.
Insane.
Football season's going to be starting pretty soon. Everybody's already getting their fantasy football teams going.
Yeah.
It's going to be pretty cool.
And everybody's going to invest themselves like they're playing the game themselves.
Mm-hmm.
It's always fun to watch every year when people get upset when they lose.
Try driving a school bus in it. Yeah, no thanks.
Who's that?
Trisha. She.
Trisha, are you all that first student? Is she one of the first student bus drivers?
No, she's in. Trisha, you're in Maryland, right? Or are you in Virginia? I keep forgetting.
Virginia.
Yeah, she's down there.
What's another word that starts with V?
Are you trying to make me say vagina? I will not say it.
You just did it. You said it in the beginning, guys.
I will not say it.
Rewind this video when we're done. There's a fun little Easter egg in the beginning of this video before the countdown.
That's because somebody put the microphones on and didn't tell us.
Keith.
You always...
It's always Keith. There's a problem. We got to get the mic fixed. No. I do this every day of my life.
Virginia. Okay, that's what I thought.
Virginia.
So, speaking of Virginia. Next week will be the 6th installment of Scares That Care Weekend. Scares That Care Part 6.
Part 6.
People have asked me what exactly Scares That Care is. Now, I can give them the easy answer and tell them to go to the website, which is www.scaresthatcare.org. Or I can just actually tell them a little bit about it. And basically, how Scares That Care came about was our CEO and founder, Mr. Joseph Ripple, was a narcotics officer, narcotics detective down in Baltimore County. And his partner's 4-year-old daughter passed away from a rare form of cancer. And it just ripped everybody's heart out. So Joe basically said that from that day forward, he's going to do whatever he can to help families that are going through that. And it doesn't necessarily have to be cancer. Any child that's suffering from a chronic, not necessarily terminal, but chronic debilitating illness, an individual that has been severely burned, and a woman who is suffering from breast cancer. And we run several different charity events, culminating in our big event down in Williamsburg, Virginia, at the Doubletree Hotel, which is right next to Busch Gardens. And celebrities from all over all come around and gather. And we're talking movie stars, composers, authors, you name it. They all come around. And we raise money for these families. And we try to present each family with a check for $10,000. And if you go, you can actually go to YouTube and Google Scares That Care, and you can see a couple of the check presentations. And unlike other charities, we don't mail the check to the person. We actually hand deliver the check to the usually unexpected recipient. There has been times where the people are under the impression they're just going out for dinner, or they're in the middle of a costume contest, or whatever it is. And Joe and the team will show up and present them with their check. And it's really, really amazing to watch. It's very emotional. And it's a good time. So if you can get to Williamsburg, Virginia, Jocelyn will be there. Tricia will be there. Who else is going to be there? Everybody's going to be there.
I will not be there.
James won't be there.
What day is that? Next Saturday? Or this Saturday?
No, a week from this Saturday. Well, a week.
August 3rd?
The 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, I believe.
Hey, maybe I could actually go down there. Might be able to do a 3rd. How far is the drive from here?
It's about 9 hours.
I think I could do that.
It's not bad. It's a straight shot.
Let's see if I have plans.
And Trish, you that's right. You can go to the scaresthatcareweekend.com, and that'll tell you what's happening at the event. And for those of you that don't know, a friend of mine has a little message for you. I gotta find it. Oh, it's on here.
Like millions of posts.
Millions.
Millions.
James's car is overheating now just thinking of it. Yeah, probably.
Who? Which one was that?
You.
No, I know. Who said that? Was it
Randy.
Jocelyn? Randy.
Thanks,
Randy. Hey, we fixed it in like 20 minutes. We're pretty, it was actually a pretty easy fix. for some reason the coolant wasn't circulating around, so we had to mess around with the lines. Wow.
I didn't know your car really overheated. I thought he was just messing around.
Yeah, no, it did, like right on the bridge, like 4 days before my festival, and then a bunch of other stuff was going on. Yeah, it sucked. And then I got stuck. I almost died on the bridge. I mean, that would have been pretty interesting if that had happened. But yeah, my car broke down and I couldn't get into the right lane, and then I had to. Luckily, they had a breakdown lane, though. I didn't realize that they had that. But I was going to the Groton side, and then it kind of just exploded there. So I had to pull over and, like, creep down there, try not to overheat too much. But it hit the red, like, so many times. I'm surprised I didn't blow the head gasket. That would have been fun. I would have just went and bought a car right then and there. Thinking about actually getting a car now.
What are you going to get?
I don't know. I want another Toyota, but the one I have now, I want to hit 400,000 miles. I'm at 240 now, so it's not the best looking shape, but like running wise, it runs pretty good.
All right. So I told you I had a message from a friend of mine, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I'm not even going to introduce him. I'll let him introduce himself.
Hey everybody, it's Kane Hodder. Just wanted to make sure everybody's coming out to Scares That Care this year. I'll be there with some of my friends. Unfortunately had to cancel it last year, but really looking forward to being there this year. So come on out, join us, and we'll have a great time.
Now, for those of you that don't know, Kane Hodder was badly burnt himself, and that's where we get the burn recipient from. He helped start Scares That Care, and there's a very, very good documentary. I believe it's on. I think it's on Amazon Prime now. Might even be on Netflix. It's called The Killer and I, and it's basically the Kane Hodder story. And you'll be able to see the whole story of Kane, what happened, how he became burnt, what he went through, and the fact that he's absolutely lucky to be alive. And those of us that have been at Scares That Care, we know the story. And Kane is also a very, very, how do I want to put it? He's a practical joker. And he will do whatever he can. Now, Kane Hodder is the only person to play Jason multiple times. It was Friday the 13th, I believe, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And he's also played Victor Crowley in the Hatchet movies. He played Ed Gein in the Ed Gein movie. He's been in hundreds of movies. They call him the most prolific cinematic killer because he's been in so much. So he'll sit there in the middle, people sitting there getting their autographs and everything, and he'll whip out an air horn and just blast the air horn and scare the crap out of everybody. But he's the gentle giant. He is such a great guy. He is a staple of Scares That Care, as is another good friend of mine, Mr. Sid Haig. Uncle Sid, as we call him. It was he's such a great guy. You might know Sid from House of a Thousand Corpses, Devil's Rejects, soon to be 3 from Hell.
Yeah, now that's exciting. I actually saw the trailer the other day.
3 from Hell?
Yep.
Yeah, that looks pretty good. And Sid plays this psycho, crazy clown, and he is the farthest thing from that in real life. He is such a great guy, so down to earth. If you want a picture with Sid, just ask him. He won't charge you for a picture.
Nice.
I mean, obviously, if you have something of your own that he wants signed, that you want signed, unlike other celebrities, he charges $10.
It's not bad. $10.
$10 is nothing. The other ones are like $30 to $50, and if you want a picture with them, it's another $10 on top of that. But Sid, he loves his fans, and if you want a picture with Sid, all you got to do is say, "Sid, can we get a picture?" And he'll be like,
$10.
Get on over here. And Sid is great. Free pictures. Outstanding. We also have this year the Thing, John Carpenter's The Thing reunion. And Wilford Bromley. Hi. Who are we waving at? Why are we waving?
Because his camera's messing up.
Every time he does his aerobic workout in front of the camera, it sets off the green screen. So
yeah,
he's doing his stretch.
That's not the only thing I set off.
Yeah, he was pulling on something and twisting around and
I'm
playing the banjo. Next he's gonna be eating watermelon. I don't know.
That kind of got racist at the end, Keith.
Have you seen John Carpenter's The Thing?
Yeah. Yep.
So the cast from that's going to be there. Monster Squad too. Yep, Monster Squad. We have 2 reunions this year. And one of the best things that we have going on this year is a photo op with Sid Haig in his costume from The Devil's Rejects.
Yeah.
He will be in full clown makeup, and that's a one of a kind photo op. So
really
that should be.
Where else are you going to see him at?
Yeah, right. Like absolutely. They do have. There's going to be an Aliens photo op. A couple of the cast from Aliens will be there. The Monster Squad photo op. The Thing photo op. Wilford Bromley is going to be there. I'm going to buy a picture, and I only want him to sign it with one word: diabetes. That's all I want. I just want him to say that on there: diabetes. Yeah, I wonder if he's really got diabetes or if he just got paid to do the commercial.
Probably does have it.
Well, I mean, you never know.
You can ask him. You're going to meet him. Or just Google it right now.
I'm not going to ask him. Like, hey, Wilford, do you really have diabetes or did you just get paid for the commercial? No.
Wow.
No.
Jared was giving out footlongs with the Subway over there, so.
Oh,
gross.
Right, so there's all kinds of activities down there. We have the costume contest. 2 separate costume contests. It's one costume contest broken down into 2. You have the kids, and then you have the adults. And let me tell you, some of the outfits they come up with, oh my God, it's
probably
you can tell how much time and effort they put into these outfits.
Yeah, I've done a lot of Comic-Cons, and they come in like fully dressed up, or dressed down, whichever costume they're trying to play out in.
Yep. And
there's a lot of effort into that.
I'm not sure. Usually they have, I think it's on midnight. At midnight on Saturday, they have the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Wow.
I'm not sure if we're doing that again this year.
Are you going to do the time warp? Are you going to dance?
Oh, yeah, they do that.
No, you got to do that?
Nope. I am the official EMT for the charity, so I am constantly on the move. One of the best things is we have the children's trick or treat. And what happens is it's on Saturday afternoon, and we move everybody away from the celebrities just for a little bit, and we line up, and there's usually a ton of kids. You don't have to have a costume. Most kids do. And they trick or treat with all the celebrities. And I don't know who enjoys it more, the kids or the celebrities. Just watching these, Kane Hodder is amazing with the kids. Oh my God, I can't think of his name. Jocelyn, help me out. Who was there last year? God, I'm having a brain fart. Sid, same thing. A lot of kids are afraid of Sid.
There's a lot of adults that are probably afraid of him too.
The boogeyman will be there. The boogeyman's
wrestling?
From wrestling. Yeah, he's in full costume.
I might have to come for that.
So the kids are really afraid of him.
Yeah, he is. He kind of creeps me out too.
Jocelyn, who'd you get your picture with last year? I can't.
The Boogeyman.
I can't think of his name. Oh my god. Anyway.
Oh, did you watch Raw yesterday? What was going on? Was there a reunion?
It was a reunion. I didn't watch it last night. I watched it today, and wow, it was pretty good.
You recorded it?
Yep.
I got to see if it's still recording at my parents' house.
It was amazing.
Stone Cold came out?
Oh, yeah.
Did he actually do anything, though, or did he just go out there and talk and then... Who did he fight?
He didn't fight. He's got a messed up neck.
That's what I'm saying. So he just came out crap and then...
Oh, yeah. It was a big celebration at the end. All the legends came out. Then they brought Ric Flair out. Then they brought Hulk Hogan out.
Yeah, but Ric Flair...
They brought Hulk Hogan out. And then after Hogan, they brought Stone Cold Steve Austin out. The place went absolutely insane when Austin came out. And
he didn't stun anybody, though?
No. He came down to the ring. He interacted with the crowd. Then he had everybody come down. Then he threw out beers to everybody. And they toasted. And they were sharing stories. And it was pretty good.
Rock was there, I imagine,
nope,
right?
The Rock was not there.
He was not there.
He was not there.
So who do you think's the biggest wrestler out of both of them? You think Stone Cold's bigger than Rock? In the wrestling world, probably. But in real world, no, I wouldn't say so.
I think
The Rock is bigger than he is in the real world.
Right now, I mean, yeah, the Rock hit it big in Hollywood.
Yeah.
Austin's done a couple of good movies, and but the Rock, I mean, he's taken off. He's taken his Hollywood career is better than Miz, Cena.
Oh, you can't even.
Although Cena is in the next Fast and Furious movie. But,
no, he's not. Is he?
Mm-hmm.
For what is he doing?
I don't know. It's not out yet.
Is he gonna be a cop?
I don't know.
Well, how do you know he's in it? What role is he gonna be in?
It didn't say. Just said John Cena.
John Cena he did, what was it? He was just in some funny cock blockers or something. Is that what it was called? It was about, like, the kids, like, going off his daughter or whatever.
Well, I think so, yeah. Yep.
He was kind of good in that, but he was kind of not good in that either. I don't know. They had him, like, wimpy in the movie, and that's not how I see him as.
He was in the movie 12 Rounds. I like that movie. That was pretty good.
What, the WWE movies? I don't like any of that stuff. I like mainstream.
Well,
I don't like the
was a mainstream movie. 12 Rounds was pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, The Rock. I mean, he's taken Hollywood by storm. No other wrestler can compare to what The Rock's done.
Yeah, I know.
But no, he didn't show up last night. There was a lot of people. I was very surprised at who was there.
Who else was there, though? That's not like Shawn Michaels, I'm sure, was there because that's the same thing.
Oh, yeah. DX was there. The NWO was there.
NWO. Oh, Kevin Nash was there?
Kevin Nash, Scott Hall. The Hurricane was there. Ted DiBiase was there. Rikishi was there. Let's see.
Are you talking about
Rob
that kid,
Van Dam was there. Huh?
The Hurricane, the goofy one?
The Hurricane. Stand back. There's a hurricane coming. Greg Helms.
And that was the younger one, though, right? He's not old. I mean, he's probably old now, but he was like that goofy guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why the hell would they bring him back?
Because he was a staple back then. He came in with the Hardy Boys.
Yeah, but why would they? Aren't they wrestling still?
The Hardy Boys are, yeah. Devon Dudley was there.
Nah.
Kelly.
Nah.
Trish Stratus.
Tori Wilson?
Tori Wilson was there.
Yeah. That was my favorite out of all.
Santino Morello was there. Mark Henry. Mick Foley.
I was going to say Mick Foley.
Yeah, there was a lot of good ones. The first one I came out and surprised everybody because he wasn't listed and nobody knew he was
CM
coming
Punk?
out. Yep. Yeah. Okay.
CM Punk showed up.
Yeah, John Cena was the first one out.
Oh, and, come on!
Yeah, nobody knew he was. Nobody knew he was going to be there. Or
but isn't he wrestling? Or
no, he stopped wrestling a long time ago.
Did he? I haven't watched in so long.
Yeah, he stopped wrestling a long time ago.
Did he stop though, or was it just like a BS thing?
No, he stopped. He hasn't.
But they really opened it with John Cena.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
It was good.
He made him a lot of money.
Oh God, yeah.
He made them a lot of money, but
Booker T was there. Christian was there.
What about so Badass Billy Gunn was there too?
No.
So for DX, it was just Shawn Michaels and Triple H
and Road Dogg.
They really don't like Billy Gunn, huh?
Billy Gunn works for AEW,
Yeah.
so that wasn't going to happen.
So
That would be like bringing Chris Jericho back from AEW.
Road Dogg is not with AEW?
No, Road Dogg is still there. And let me tell you something. Road Dogg got big.
Well, I think he has like a job there, right?
Yeah, he's
like
one of the road agents or something.
Yeah.
But he put on some weight. I was surprised.
Trying to think who else. Rey Mysterio wasn't there, right?
Rey Mysterio was there.
He was?
Yep. Rey Mysterio.
Undertaker was there?
No.
Sting wasn't there.
No, Sting can't wrestle because Seth Rollins broke his neck.
Yeah, but he didn't. Broke it for real or his neck? Yeah.
Yeah, he did that buckle bomb or whatever the hell
I
they
wonder
call
how
it.
much money he got paid for that. Probably nothing, right? Because they probably signed a bunch of stuff.
I don't know.
Do they say, hey, you'll get $2 million if you get hurt? If you
Honestly,
come
I
back?
don't know. I know there was a lot of controversy about that, a lot of stuff in the news.
You think they broke his neck on purpose?
No. It was just a move that went wrong.
I don't know, though, because didn't they not like Sting, though? Like, personally did not
No,
like
they
him?
liked him.
The McMahons? I'm pretty sure they did not like him at all, and I'm pretty sure Triple H hated him.
No, him and Triple H got along great. They were just when Vince McMahon bought WCW.
He didn't jump on with it.
Well, most of the wrestlers were under contract for a while.
Yeah, I remember that.
Because they had signed like incredibly ridiculous contracts with WCW. So when it came time for some of them to jump ship, a lot of them couldn't. Like Goldberg, Kevin Nash, Scott Hall, Hulk Hogan. These guys were all still under contract, which is why it took so long for Vince McMahon to bring the NWO in. And Sting he fulfilled his contract with WCW, and he wanted to take it easy for a little bit, so he signed with TNA.
Yeah.
Because TNA, they don't have the schedule that the guys from WWE do. You got to figure these guys are only off like 10 days out of the year.
Yeah, because always traveling.
It's not much at all. And he didn't want to do all of that traveling and everything. So they brought him in. They put him in the Hall of Fame. And he had that match against Triple H at, I think it was WrestleMania.
Yep.
Which kind of ticked me off.
But didn't they have him lose?
Yeah.
Triple H beat him.
Yeah, that's what ticked me off. And
he probably got
but I'll
paid.
tell you what, even though they had him lose, it was pretty good because the NWO came out to help Sting, D-Generation X came out to help Triple H, and it was actually really good the way they did it.
Nah.
And then,
But you knew that they were going to do that because they had to kill
honestly,
it.
I thought
they
for
had
sure.
to kill WCW like that. That's how they killed it right there.
Yeah.
Because then they showed that Triple H was better, and they were just like, "Screw you guys."
And
you
then,
didn't want to come. You didn't want to come, and then now we just killed you on TV.
But then Sting was going to get the push, and he took that buckle bomb, and the buckle bomb is where he picks you up and throws you backwards into the turnbuckle. And
he picks you up, or Seth Rollins?
Seth Rollins picks you up,
Yep.
and basically throws you backwards into the turnbuckle. And he ended up breaking his neck.
Because he just hit it wrong.
Yep. If you watch the rest of the match, you can see Sting like struggling to move. And yeah, that was it. That was the end of it right there.
They ended it pretty quick, right? I didn't see the actual match.
Yep. And I mean, Seth Rollins felt like shit. He was devastated by it. So.
Yeah, I can imagine that. It's like handicapping the dude, man.
You know, I got a kick out of Raw last night because Stone Cold Steve Austin says, he says, I'm gonna have a beer with every one of you sumbitches here in the audience. But then when he went to say shit, they bleeped him out. Like, why can he say that, but he can't say that? What? I didn't get it.
They weren't ready for him to swear.
It's Stone Cold Steve Austin. They knew he was gonna.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, he came out and he's telling everybody, "Give me a hell yeah," and they said it quiet. He goes, "You must not have heard me." He says, "You some bitches, give me a hell yeah." And you know, he did that a couple times. But
you can say bitch on the radio though.
You can say that.
I mean, you can say it on TV too.
Yeah, you can say that.
I've heard him say it on ABC, and I was like, "What?"
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like it's times have changed on that.
Yeah,
you can say that.
Yep, it was really good.
In the room, Keith's not in the room, so we just got away with saying it. But
Keith's not in the room.
Nah, he's such an old bitch.
Ladies. Yeah, he is in the room. See?
See is. Oh, he heard it. Oh.
So wrong.
Oh God. Oh. Hi Jim. Hi Snow Bruno.
What's up, Snow?
That's her real name.
Yep.
That's a cool name. I like it. I see her post up all the time. I think it's cool.
Yeah, she's awesome. Wow. Yeah. So it was good. It was good.
I like so pasty.
You know what I finally finished watching?
Porno?
No.
The Avengers? Iron Man dies. Boom.
Dude, you're an idiot.
Boom.
If he does, I will hunt you down.
Sorry, bro. You should have watched it, man. It took you for long.
It's not out until next week.
No, you should have.
I finally finished watching.
He died.
Stranger Things.
He died too. Everybody died.
Stranger Things was amazing.
Have you seen Aladdin yet?
The
Aladdin dies too.
Will you shut up?
You haven't seen that? I'm about to ruin that. That movie was ruined. They ruined that movie themselves.
Yeah, but Will Smith is the genie.
No, he did good on that.
Did he? Yeah, but I mean, you're going up against Robin Williams as the genie. I mean, I don't care who you are. You're not going to measure up to Robin Williams.
No, Will Smith did good. He did good. They changed some of the songs up, and then they made it PC. And I'll let you watch it, and then you can tell me what you think. I was kind of turned off at the end of what the hell I don't know. Yeah. But I feel like I have to watch the original to see. Maybe I just forgot the movie, how it was. But the way they did it, yeah. Do you plan on seeing it? People will probably plan.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait till it comes out. The other one I want to see is The Lion King, because I'm
I heard Lion King was good.
Yeah,
I was gonna go see it, but I haven't had a chance to.
Very interesting how they are very interested in how they CGI'd The Lion King.
Yeah.
So I want to see that.
Didn't they use real animals? Is that what they're trying to say?
I think so. And Darth Vader's in there, so see how he does.
What do you mean Darth Vader's in there?
Darth Vader. Oh my God, I can't think of his name. He did.
He's a voice for who?
Yeah, he did the voice in the movie.
Which one? Who's he the voice of?
Mustafa.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, how could you miss that voice?
Because I didn't watch Lion King.
Simba, I am your father.
Spoiler: he dies.
He doesn't say that. So yeah, Stranger Things. They could make that a movie and I'd watch it. That was amazing. The fact that it was on Netflix, wow, what a great show. It was. I was glued to my TV the entire time. And there will be a fourth season of Stranger Things, and that will be the final one. Kind of curious how part 4 is going to go after seeing the end of part 3. So, got a feeling it's going to take place in another country. Spoiler alert.
Is it really that good of a show, though? Explain to me the premise of it. I've never watched any of it.
What, Stranger Things?
Yeah. Is it different every season? Like American Horror Story? Like different like that? Or do they play on each?
No, it plays on each. It's a continuation. It's basically this kid shows up and out of nowhere, and he's got some weird powers, and people are after him, and then I'll let you watch the rest because I don't want to give it away, but it's pretty damn good. pretty good. I watched The Autopsy of Jane Doe again today. Man, that is one creepy-ass movie. Have you seen that?
Nope.
Oh, that is creepy.
I haven't even heard of it.
The Autopsy of Jane Doe?
Yeah, I know. Nope.
You know how back in the old days, they used to tie bells to people's toes that had passed away because they didn't have all the technology and everything that we have nowadays to confirm somebody's dead. And so if they weren't dead and they woke up, you'd hear the bell ringing, and that's how you'd know, oh well, this person wasn't dead. Yeah, well, in this movie you hear the bell ringing, but they are dead, and it's a creepy movie. It really is a creepy movie.
What is it, a Netflix movie that they made, or is it just on?
No, it's not a Netflix movie. I want to say it's Lionsgate.
But it's on Netflix.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Really good.
It wasn't in the theaters, I don't think, right?
That I'm not sure. There was another one similar to it. It was The Autopsy of Molly something. That one was pretty creepy too. It's weird because they both came out at the same time. They're both pretty similar. But yeah, they were both really good. Really good movies. What are you doing over there? Hey, what are you doing over there?
On Facebook. Scrolling, because I don't know these movies you're talking about.
So if you missed the beginning of the show, Congress got off their ass and they have passed the 9/11 bill with indefinite funding for the victims of 9/11. And by the victims, I mean the firefighters, police, and Port Authority who are suffering from cancer related to 9/11. So Congress finally did their job and they passed the bill. So hats off to Jon Stewart again for taking up this fight. And they finally got what they deserved for a long time.
So how involved was Jon
Stewart?
From the day one, or did he just...
He's been involved for a long time. He was friends with a lot of the first responders, Chief Ray Pfeiffer, Lieutenant Alvarez. He was friends with all those guys, and it just broke his heart because he watched them just whittle away to nothing and pass away. So, the other one that was really, really involved is Steve Buscemi. And Steve Buscemi, before he became an actor, was an FDNY firefighter.
Was he?
Yep. I forgot how many years he spent on the job in New York. Then he went to Hollywood, became an actor, and he came out during 9/11. He went back to his old station to see if there was anything he could do to help. And he has also been involved since day one. So thank you, Steve Buscemi.
Yeah.
It's tough. It's tough to sit back and see what's happening. And like Jon Stewart said, these guys, it took 5 seconds for them to respond to 9/11.
Wow.
To the the fire department was right
quick.
there. Plus, there's a documentary from a French film crew that's out there, and they were testing for a gas leak out in the middle of the street, and they saw the plane crash into the building. They hurried up and got over there, and they were there within seconds too. So, God bless all these guys and their families, and about time. So, you got anything exciting planned for Thursday night?
Karaoke.
No kidding.
I don't know who's coming to the concert. You gotta look that up, Jim, because you got the working
I don't
computer
know.
over there.
It's probably a PD show, so I won't be able to look it up.
What do you mean PD? With the private
PD,
shows?
Yeah, it's player development. So players get free tickets.
Yeah, and it's just for the high rollers and stuff.
No, you don't have to be a high roller.
No, you just have to frequently be over there gambling.
Yeah, if you have a Players Club card, go over there once a month or whatever. They'll float you some free tickets.
Yeah. Well, you probably have to spend a couple $100.
Oh. Oh.
I've never gotten offers for tickets.
Do you have a Players Club card?
I do. No, play his card at Mohegan Sun.
Do you actually put it in the machine when you play?
Sometimes I put it in just a little bit, and then sometimes I put it in all the way.
Wow.
I thought that was funny, but you suck at life, so guess you won't laugh at that.
That was
What? Keith, stop taking pictures of me, man. You need my consent. I'm only 17, you sicko.
Wow.
You're sick. Wasn't Lionel Richie just here last week?
Lionel Richie was there Saturday night, and it was pretty packed.
Yeah, I heard it was a pretty good turnout. But of course, I had my festival, so I couldn't go to it. But my friend, one of the karaoke girls, you know her, Jen, the blonde one that always comes and sings Heartbreaker.
Yeah.
She had a bunch of tickets. They're all like, I didn't even realize that they were high rollers like that. She gave me tickets to go see Sublime, and I just ended up just going to the lounge with them because they decided not to come on until like 10 o'clock, so I couldn't even go to the concert. I heard that was a good concert, though, but I don't know why they came on so late. It started at 7:30, and they came on at 10. I mean, I don't know. I've never been to a concert where it was that late.
No. I got. All right. I'm gonna do a little what grinds my gears. It should grind everybody's gears. We just talked about 9/11.
Yep.
And how these men and women from FDNY, NYPD, Port Authority, they all ran in there and made the ultimate sacrifice and are still paying the price. And now you get these asshats over in New York that are throwing water at police officers. They're out there doing their job, and as people are running up there, throwing bottles of water at them, dumping buckets of water over their head. One officer was injured when he was struck by the bucket that they were pouring water over their head. And the police were told to stand down. Don't engage these people. If this does not make you sick, then I don't know what to tell you. These people are out there doing their jobs, and these idiots are out there attacking them for no reason.
When did this start happening?
Yesterday, I think, 2 days ago. They're
just blatantly just throwing water at them.
Yeah,
for no
there's
reason.
2 videos out there, I think, where
Look it up on YouTube and see if you can pull it up for the listeners, because I want to watch it too.
let me see if I can find it.
So they're just walking around throwing water bottles at police, and then the police can't do anything? Wouldn't that be considered assault?
It is considered assault, but the
Police chief?
no, I don't know if it was
President?
No, the mayor of New York, I think it was,
The governor?
told them to stand down. And he's a freaking idiot. See if I can find it.
I don't know. I mean, if they just shoot one person, then I'm pretty sure they won't get water thrown at them anymore. But then again, should you be shooting
You can't
people?
just
Who
shoot
knows?
somebody for throwing water at you. You
I
can
know.
tase the hell out of them, but you can't shoot them.
Yeah, see, why? I wonder why there's not a lot of tasing going on.
Sure, that's real smart. Operated taser while you're soaking wet.
Hey, Keith, shut up.
You shut up, stupid.
You don't even know how to read.
Shut off
Shut
your
your
mic.
mic off.
Now shut your mic off.
All right, here we go.
You forget where I'm at.
Where are you at?
On the board.
Yeah. Don't make me get those ghetto
Complete
blasters.
Disrespect for New York's finest police
right.
officers.
Drinking
trying to do their
watermelon?
jobs,
We're going to go
attacked by a group of people
from
throwing
New York
buckets
Channel 7. And I don't know if this is going to show both incidents, or
It's probably
or
not going
what?
to show anything. It's just
Look.
going to be her talking. and
Here
blah,
we
blah,
go.
blah.
Well, a scene of complete disrespect for New York's finest. Police officers trying to do their jobs, attacked by a group of people throwing buckets of water at them in Harlem. And that's not the only time it's happened. Here's Eyewitness News reporter Jim Dolan.
See these people throwing water at him. Looking at the video from Harlem can be difficult as an officer is drenched with water and then pelted with a bucket, though clearly not assaulted in a manner that was likely to result in serious injury. The video has no contact. What proceeded?
Like, how is
followed
this
it.
going on
Happened
right
over
now?
The sweltering weekend, an officer in Harlem.
They're idiots.
who's
I mean, you
making
can see
an
the
arrest
bucket strike him in
has
the back of the head.
buckets
But
of
who
water,
the hell
and
has
then the
buckets?
thrown
Like,
at him.
what?
Doesn't
They're just on the
appear to
side of the
react
road right now. Did he? It looks like he pulled somebody over.
Yeah, they're arresting somebody,
And people just over there dancing and throwing water.
Yeah, this was their intent. They were going. There's been several instances where they've attacked the
Union
police.
released a statement saying our anti-cop lawmakers have gotten their wish. The NYPD is now frozen. It's the end result of the torrent of bad policies and anti-police rhetoric that has been streaming out of City Hall for
What does it
years.
mean, frozen?
Another video from
Like,
Brownsville,
literally,
Brooklyn,
because of-
appears
oh
to
my-
involve
Okay, here's the other
officers
one.
Who were deliberately cooling down with
Dude, can you?
residents.
If I
People
do
on the
that right
street in
now,
Harlem
they'd
where
probably
one of the two
arrest
incidents
me.
happened had
They should be
varying
arrested.
degrees of support
I
and
think it's
sympathy
what's messed
for the
up is
police.
they're giving too much. I don't know. That's
It's all the anti-police rhetoric.
Bad. I mean, I don't know
And
why the person was getting arrested.
it's disgusting.
For,
What's this guy talking about? He's
but
probably.
you know, that's illegal.
But not everyone
It's
saw it
funny.
that way.
I just
I
saw
feel
that
like
bucket get
that's just
chucked at him.
How
And you know what sucks is now they can't do anything. Because everybody's videotaping everything.
You know, because it's a lot of black males.
This guy looks like he's standing up for him, but I don't know what he's saying.
Yeah, he is.
Can't hear him.
There is some
Because we can't see him. We can't hear him, Keith.
Yes, and like long term.
This guy looks like he's like, yeah, man, my boy did that.
Several
We
weeks
threw
or
it all
something,
on him.
No,
Nothing recent happened.
no.
Over the long haul, for sure.
Yes.
Police are investigating the Harlem
Oh.
incident as an assault on a police officer.
I just don't know what the hell I just watched.
It's pathetic.
You know what's going to happen is one of them is going to get thrown to the ground, and then everybody's going to be complaining that they got thrown to the ground. I don't know. I thought, like, even if you, like, bumped into a cop, can't they charge you for assault on a police officer?
Every one of them can be charged.
The mayor just doesn't want to?
No, the mayor of New York is an idiot. So is the governor, for that matter.
Well, I mean, they can't tell them. I don't know. Is that, and then the people eating ice cream and licking stuff? That's like gross. I don't know what the hell's wrong with people, man. And they do that on videotape. So all those people, I've never followed up on it, but all those people like spitting in food and stuff, are they all getting arrested? Like I would imagine.
Yeah, as soon as they're getting caught, yeah, they're being arrested.
But I would imagine somebody would be like, yo, that's my neighbor. Or this is a kid I went to school with. Like, I would snitch all day, man. That's so gross. to do
Exactly.
that.
The idiots posted
And they don't even
online.
wear like a mask. It's
No, and they by putting their face out there and posting it, it's just like saying, "Hey, come get me! Look, it's me."
yeah. And what I had a conversation earlier at work, and like, what can you tell from right from wrong? So obviously that's wrong, but like, why do these people think it's right? And then the water thing, it's obviously wrong, and I know that they have issues with the police. But there's different ways to do it. I mean, I don't know. I got white privilege, so I can't really talk too much on all that stuff. But I would think trying to schedule like a meeting with them to talk to them and figure out what the hell's going on, or I don't know. Maybe they don't have that.
Who are you going to have a meeting with?
Well, the people that just don't like the police. Like, why not like try to reach out to them and have like a meeting? And I don't know. Or maybe everything should be.
Do you know how many people don't like the police?
I know a lot of people.
Because they believe the rhetoric.
That's what I'm saying. But like maybe I don't know. I know they're doing more community outreach. I'm not really too sure exactly what they could do besides that. But the problem is, I don't know. I don't do anything wrong, so I don't get bothered by the police. I've been pulled over on my birthday.
Well, wait. Think about what you just said.
Yeah, I don't do anything wrong, so I
you don't do anything wrong, so you have no encounters with the police.
But then it might be my white privilege. So
Or it could be you're obeying the law.
No, I know it is. But I'm saying that other people look at it like that. And I've gotten this. So my birthday, like 5-6 years ago, I honestly don't remember how. So my car wasn't registered, but I didn't even know that it was unregistered. And I think at the time it was under my dad's insurance. So like it was supposed to be registered, but it was like a week old or something. And it was my birthday, and I was on a date for my birthday. And this cop pulled me over, and he's like, "Oh, you're driving an unregistered car." And I'm like, "Oh, sorry, I really didn't know." He literally made us get out of the car. It was raining. Made us get out of the car, and he's like, "We got to tow you." And I was like, "Hey, man, I honestly didn't know." Which, obviously, in the moment, I was pretty pissed. But then I see, like, the law is a law. But he was laughing. He's like, "Well, happy birthday to you." Like, stuff like that shouldn't be said. Like I know I broke the law. But, like, how he, like, egged me on was like, "Well, happy birthday. I hope you guys are having a wonderful time." And then he made us get out of the car and sit outside of the car and wait for the tow truck while it was raining. And that was with me being polite and trying to, talk my case. So I can see that happening to other people. But then, obviously, if you get a racist cop or what the problem is, then that can escalate pretty quickly. But I'm also a calm person, so I didn't like flip out on the cop. I didn't tell him he was a dick or anything.
Right, but what you got to realize is there's bad eggs in every profession. I don't care what profession you're talking about. There are bad eggs in every profession. Are there more bad eggs than good eggs? No, absolutely not. So for every bad cop, there's probably a couple hundred good cops. There are more good cops than bad cops. You see these videos on Facebook, YouTube, whatever it is. What is the one consistent thing that you see with every one of these videos?
Some law was broken.
Not really. The one consistent thing with every video is the video always starts.
Oh yeah, they don't start from the beginning.
Midway through. You don't see what happened before that video started recording.
Yeah, I don't like that stuff.
So when you see the video, you don't know what happened prior to that. And everybody's basing their opinions off of
that 30-second clip.
The 30, yeah, exactly. What you're seeing there. Well, you don't know what happened before that. And that's what drives me insane. Oh, watch this video. Look what this cop did. Okay, well, what happened prior to that? What escalated the situation? You're never going to know because either they didn't record it or they didn't post that part of it.
Well, it's all about the entertainment. It's the same thing with that kid. Was it last year or 2 years ago? With the hat and with the Native American. You remember that? Did I know you when that happened?
Yeah, last year.
Was it last year? I don't even know. But I saw the video and I was like, this makes no sense because I don't think the kids, all politics aside, I was like, it didn't make any sense that these kids would like do what they said. So I actually looked online and it took me forever, but I actually found another video of them like just minding their own business over in their corner like they said, and then the Indian or the Native American guy and his friends started going towards them, and it didn't look like he was trying to walk through them at all. He was sitting there getting in the kid's face trying to intimidate him, and then afterwards he was crying trying to say that the kids were being bad, and it's like,
and now I'm a Mohegan Indian, and I have seen so many Native Americans that still sit there and go off on the kids. Oh, they disrespected an elder, blah, blah, blah. No, the elder walked up to the kids.
Yep.
They weren't chanting at the elder. And what people are just completely ignoring was there was a group that were calling themselves
there was
the Black Israelites or something.
There was some
that were attacking those kids.
Yeah, and then the Native American went over there.
Exactly.
Yeah, they were.
But all of a sudden, everybody's ignoring what this group that called themselves the Black Israelites were saying.
Yeah.
They were the racist ones. They were the ones that were going off on a tirade.
Those kids were minding their own business.
The elder walked up to the kids, and now the kids are the bad guys. It's perspective. It's what happens when you don't see the full video.
Man.
And that's what this country is becoming. You watch a part of a video, and you take it for gospel.
Yeah, and didn't they sue? Didn't the kid end up suing CNN or somebody? I forgot. Something
I think
happened.
they sued somebody, yeah.
They said, yeah, and I think they won, too. But, like, that was just a prime example. I wasn't trying to get politics into it, but that's something that I saw that 30-second or minute video, and I was like, wow, that looks messed up for this kid.
It's not politics. It's human nature.
But I didn't feel like it, so I was like, you know what, I got to look more. And then there was a video online that wasn't even titled correctly. It was titled some weird thing that I found after like 2 hours of looking. And then I was like, oh my God, this is a whole video of what happened. Like, and it's the same with this police stuff. Like, I don't know. To me, if a cop's like, hey, can I see your ID? I'm just going to give him the ID. Maybe people who are afraid to give them the IDs because they're going to stalk them at their house. Like, I heard that's some of the stories. But I feel like
we can do a whole show on people who refuse to give them their ID.
People can just Google you. I can Google anybody on Facebook right now that's commenting on this. I can find out all the information.
Right.
Besides my job, I can do that right on Google.
A driver's license is public knowledge.
Well, that too.
It's public knowledge.
You can look up the registrations. You can look up everything.
Well,
but people don't know that. They think.
Trust me, I see it every night. Oh, you don't get my information. If I want, I can look it up online right now.
Yeah, literally. You can find out where the kids live.
It's public knowledge, not private.
And people don't know that. And it's like, that's what I mean. Or like when the officer's like, hey, can I just see ID? And they're like, Officer 1015 statue 1200. I don't need to show you my ID. And I'm like, bro, just give him the ID. He didn't say he was going to kill you. He just said, can I see your ID? And then they're like, I'm not doing it. I'm not cranking my window down because you're going to beat me.
I'm a sovereign citizen. What the hell are you talking about? You're a sovereign citizen. I'm traveling. You don't. It's illegal for you to get. No, shut up. Give him your license.
And you know they were driving. They were speeding. And you know every time I was pretty straight up, they were like, all right, here's a warning. Maybe it's because I'm white, but there's been times like, you know why I stopped you? I'm like, yeah, man, I was going like 70 or like, yeah, obviously it was more like 75, but you know what I'm saying. And they're like, well, what's going on? I'm like, I don't know. I just wasn't really paying attention. You know, I apologize. And then they're like, all right, let me go see if this checks out. And then they go and they come back and give me a warning.
Yeah, like, if you're honest with the police, if you're honest, they're not your enemy.
No.
But when you sit there and say, oh, I'm a sovereign citizen, I don't have to show you no, you're just asking for trouble.
Yeah.
Don't be a douchebag. If a police officer asks you for your ID, give him your freaking ID. It's actually the law. You have to show ID if they ask you for it.
Yeah, and this water thing, I mean, that's why this goes back to that. It's like, holy crap.
It's ridiculous.
But just think about, like, the cops you know. I know a lot of cops.
Yeah.
If somebody threw water at them, I don't even know. Maybe we should do an experiment.
I guarantee
Keith,
you.
Let's go down the street. You throw water on the cops. Well, they already don't like you, so...
all of my police...
We'll videotape it. You throw a water bottle, and we'll see how they react.
All of my police friends, I guarantee you, if somebody walks up and cracks you in the back of the head with a bucket like happened to this New York officer, they're getting tased. They're getting taken down. Yeah. They're not going to get a stand down order from the mayor. You know, and the fact that the mayor of New York is telling them to just suck it up and deal with it, no, that's crap.
Was that pretty much what he said?
Yeah.
You should look that up and see if you can find that. But I'm going to look it up after because I didn't even know any of this was happening. That's a shame, though. You know, because guess what? If the cops decided not to think about that, not all you guys who are against cops are out there throwing water on them, but the ones who support this or they think the cops aren't doing good, just think about those cops not being there anymore. You're getting that water thrown at you. You're getting that stuff stolen from you. You're getting, you know what I mean? Like, you're getting robbed because the police aren't there. Think about that. That's how I think about it. Like, you know, but it's interesting.
Same thing with these Antifa idiots. They're the biggest group of cowards that you can find.
They're literally just beating people for fun.
They're out there with their faces covered.
But they're just beating people because they're sick in the head.
Yeah, they're terrorists. They're domestic terrorists. They're no better than any other one of these hate groups.
Yeah.
beating up a 70-something-year-old man and cracking his head open with a crowbar. You're a bunch of real heroes.
That's what grinds your gear, though, man.
Oh, you're going to get me spun up on those fools.
You got 10 minutes, bro. Go. Go.
So I think I showed the video last week
Of the old man getting
his head cracked with a crowbar.
That was 2 weeks ago.
Well, whenever it was. Hey, what's up? It's Mr. VIP.
What up, Chris?
Mr. VIP Chris Cody. What's up, buddy?
He's doing good. He's still eating and working out, right?
Yeah. Hey, he's doing real good.
Yeah.
He's looking good.
Yeah.
So yeah, the 70-something-year-old man that got his head busted open with a crowbar by these Antifa thugs, and that's the only word I can use to describe them, are thugs. They cover their faces, they hide like cowards, and when you ask them what they stand for, they'll tell you, oh, we're anti-fascist. No, you're anti-freaking law. You're a bunch of dirtbag freaking cowards that want to go around cracking people with crowbars and attacking this person there or attacking this person there. You stand for nothing but hate and crime. I'd love for them to pull that crap around here. Love for it. I'd rip every one of their face masks off. Let me see him hit a 70-something-year-old man. That'd be the last thing they ever did. You got quiet. Are you in Antifa?
Yeah. Don't worry about it. I just had to make a text to get him down here.
Yeah.
I'll meet you out in the parking lot.
Okay. Promise.
Jeff's on his way.
Okay. Exactly. Chris says it's people that never got attention from their parents. I couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't know. It's you have the right to protest. I have no problem with people protesting until you start stomping on a flag. Then I get pissed. But when you cover your face and you attack people, you're not protesting. You're being a douche. You are
assaulting.
You are a domestic terrorist at that point. And I was disgusted watching that video. I felt so bad for that poor guy.
Yeah.
You know, because they busted him wide open.
Yep.
And now, I mean, at least the people in New York that are attacking the cops, they're not covering their face. So hopefully they'll look at the video and catch these idiots.
Like, why would you even come up with throwing water at them?
It's the whole supposedly it's the anti-police rhetoric. You know, New York police are corrupt. New York police this.
So we have to clean them?
We'll go watch them. We'll wait for them to arrest somebody, and then we'll go up and attack them with water bottles and buckets. Who comes up with this shit? I mean, really?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. I saw, speaking of that, and I didn't lose sleep over it, but it kind of pissed me off when I read it online. This girl on my Facebook, she posted like a picture of like some ancient like tree. I forgot where it was. And somebody went out of their way to cut the tree down and to vandalize it. And I'm just like, who the hell has time? Like, you literally went and got a chainsaw, went out in the middle of the woods and cut this tree down. Like, obviously there's definitely a motive. You know what I mean? Like, definitely somebody got in a dispute with somebody about the tree and they were like, screw you, Jim, I'm going to cut the tree down. You know what I mean? Because what the hell random person is just going to be like, I hate life, I'm going to get a chainsaw and cut this tree down. You know what I mean? Like, it was just ridiculous when I saw that. And then it was like maybe it was like 180 years old or something.
Yeah, I saw that.
And I was just like, what the hell, people?
Sarah's back.
Hey, Sarah.
You know what? Chris brings up a very good point.
What did he say?
Eating healthy is hella expensive.
Oh, yeah. Well, he's got kids, though, so he knows, yeah.
Yeah, but still, I mean...
But you could do it single, and you'd be fine.
You can go buy crap at the store. You can buy $200 worth of crap and the same amount of
No.
That same $200
No.
would be like half of what you could get for buying crap.
But you're listening. I kind of fell off the wagon a little bit, so I can't speak too much. But when I was on it, I was buying chicken, $10 for the week.
Okay.
$10 worth of chicken. Then I was buying broccoli, frozen broccoli. So like I was eating a bag of broccoli, and then I was eating more frozen vegetables, and I was trying to get fresh stuff. But for me, I don't have time, so like the fresh stuff would expire after 2 days, and I don't know. It might be wrong setting on my refrigerator. But if you're living by yourself, you can definitely do it. He's got kids, you know what I mean? So he's probably buying his kids the junk stuff because they're not going to eat.
All right, so let me ask you a question.
And then or maybe he's cooking healthy because I don't know what he was doing with his kids, but he's got to pay for all of that. So then now when he sees that he just bought a $3 box of cereal that fed his kids for 3 days, and then he just bought strawberries for $3.
He's not talking about food for his kids. He's talking about a healthy eating for him.
No, but I'm saying, though, he still has to keep in mind of the money he's spending for his kids, though. Me, I don't have to. So, yes, you're right. Healthy food is more expensive, but it's not expensive when you're living a single life. If I had kids and eating healthy, I'd say the same thing. I'd actually make my kids eat healthy. And it would be more money.
What are you talking about? Healthy food is still more expensive than junk food.
Yes, but what I'm saying,
that's the point.
For his,
so what's more expensive, a bag of cherries or a bag of candy?
The cherries.
Cherries.
Yes, but what I'm saying though is doable because you're not eating. You don't need to eat 5 bags of chips. You eat that one bag of cherries, and you're filled up. Obviously, that's not the right thing. But what I was telling you is that $1 bag of broccoli was like 30 calories, and I can eat that as a snack, or I can eat that as a meal, and that's what I was doing for lunch, and then I'd have like a big meal for dinner. But that's what I'm saying is it lasts longer than junk food. Junk food, I eat 5 Twinkies in 20 minutes. I'm hungry. Like yesterday.
Have you ever eaten 5 Twinkies?
Dude, you want to know what the hell I ate yesterday? I ate a slice of
5
pizza.
Twinkies?
I ate a slice of pizza. I ate 3 rolls of sushi, 3 pieces of sushi, and then like 2 hours after that, I drank a milkshake that was probably like 5,000 calories at Buttonwoods. And then after that, I ate a slice of pizza, and then I went home and ate a tamale. All right? And I just felt like crap today. And I'm just like, you know what? I'm not doing that stuff anymore. Yep. And today it wasn't the best, but I didn't go to the store, so I just bought a sandwich from Dunkin' Donuts. I mean, that wasn't the greatest thing. But you know what I'm saying, though? Like, when I was eating healthy, I was eating less food, and I was eating better quality food, and it was helping out. People, why are you laughing? What did Chris say?
No, it was Sarah.
What did Sarah say?
Twinkies is bringing back memories of being called hefty. Yeah,
hefty.
That dude was a douchebag.
And you're fine, Sarah.
And of course, this one knows him.
I know of him. I know Sarah more than I know. Wow, no, because I've DJ'd over there before, so I know Jeff. But that I do not defend that shit stuff at all. That was very mean for him to say that about anybody. And Sarah, you're fine. You're not hefty. So.
No, everybody that knows knows Sarah's fine.
She's not.
But this guy's just an ass.
They eating the food though. That's what I mean. It is expensive, but instead of buying $20 worth of junk, you're paying $10 for healthy stuff that you're filled up even more. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like it lasts longer, and that's what people misunderstand. Like to me, I used to eat a whole pizza. That's some sick shit. Like I eat a whole pizza, and that's what I was eating for meals.
A whole small pizza?
No.
Large
pizza, bro. Like,
okay, yeah,
that's so I'd eat a large pizza, right? And then you're looking at that and you're like, wow, that's a lot of food. I gotta eat that to sustain. But then if I eat 2 slices of chicken and broccoli and some more vegetables, mentally is where everybody's having the issue with, because you look at that and you're like, wow, I didn't eat at all. But really, that was packed with more stuff than that pizza ever was, and then less calories, and that's how you lose weight. And I just fell off of it a little bit. So I'm coming back. But
Sarah said do the Misfit Market. You get a great deal of fruits and veggies. It's like $22
Yeah, those are like them. Yeah. I've seen that. That's a good. They send you like old stuff or like damaged goods and stuff. Which is smart because they're getting that from the store. Sorry to ruin your dream, Sarah, but they're getting that for like nothing. They're literally buying like the scraps from the supermarkets, and then they're mailing them out. And they're making that money. That's why it's so cheap. It's a good deal still for the consumer, but they're making money off all the free stuff that they're throwing away.
All right.
Maybe it's Chris.
All right.
We got
Well, it is 6 o'clock, and it is time for us to go.
Bye.
So, hopefully we'll see you at the casino this week.
9:30.
9:30 Thursday for karaoke. Come check us out at Lansdowne, Avalon, Vista, Game On, Summer Shack. Any one of the top places at the Mohegan Sun.
And the sushi place, too. Don't they own that sushi?
Hey, what's up, Glenn?
Koi. Is it Koi
Glenn's
sushi?
Don't eat sushi.
Hi, Glenn.
Yeah, there's a very good tip. Do not ever go to the all-you-can-eat sushi on Sunday.
Why?
Because Carlos let me in on this, on a little secret. They get their sushi orders in on Monday.
Wait, are you talking about
if you go
in Norge? Are you talking about the Mazu?
I'm talking about Norwich. I'm talking about anywhere.
Mazu.
So if you go to
Sunday.
an all-you-can-eat sushi place on Sunday,
in Norwich,
you're getting all the leftover, about to go bad stuff, which is why it's all-you-can-eat sushi on Sunday afternoon. All the new stuff comes in on Monday.
Whoa.
Your health tip for the week: stay away from all-you-can-eat sushi on Sunday afternoons.
at Mazu in Norwich, Connecticut. Thank you.
Anywhere. So,
No.
Glenn, hope you're doing good. Hope Mom's doing good.
Bye.
Tell her I said hi. And until next week,
Holla at us.
peace out, people.
Bye.
We'll see you at the casino. Boy.
Gamble on.